Hi, I'm Ben from Memberium, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to handle failed payments automatically. On your site, when a payment fails currently, here's what you ideally want to happen. You need to get your customer to get a new card or to update their card, and they're going to enter those details securely on your site using Memberium, and then that's how you're going to get paid. So you're going to bill them for that failed invoice, and you're going to get paid. The benefit to actually setting up this automated system here is, I've listed 3 here, there's several, but the first one is you can automate the entire collections process, so you're not manually emailing people saying your payment failed. It's all automated, so they can get the emails automatically, log into the site by themselves, and update their card. The second thing is that it's a better member experience, so they can update or change their card anytime, potentially even before it expires. That way they don't even receive the emails and their access continues without interruption. And the last reason, probably the most important, is that capturing these failed payments is more revenue for your site. With that being said, let me show you how to set this up now. The first things first, we need to go to our membership. So if you go to Memberium and then memberships, and then you find the membership in which we're wanting to work on, in this case, the gold membership here, I'll press edit. And I want to just quickly talk about the payment failure tag. If the payment failure tag is applied in combination with the actual membership tag, so if a user has the gold tag plus the gold payf tag, they won't actually have access to the membership. Now the benefit of applying this payment failure tag is, one, it gives us context in Infusionsoft. You'll be able to quickly look at their record and see this tag and go, oh, well, you had a payment failure. But the second reason is that if you look down here on these special pages, we also have a special home page for the payf tag. This means that any users that have the payf tag that log into the site, they will be taken to this specific home page. And as you can see here, I've used one of our Memberium templates. This is included with Memberium, and it's called the Memberium deactivated due to billing issue. So when they log in, they're going to immediately be taken here, and I'm going to show you what's on that page now. Okay, so here's a page in which users are going to be taken to if they have the payf tag. Now this is a template included by Memberium, so you don't need to create this yourself. However, if you're not using our templates, you can simply create a page similar to this with a button that would allow them to add their new card. So once you click the button to actually add the new card, you'll be taken to this form right here, and this is again another Memberium template. It's fully included with the Memberium installation if you'd like that to be installed. And we're using the shortcode here, memb add credit card, and what this is going to do is just allow your customer to update their credit card in Infusionsoft. So once they put their details in here and submit the form, it's going to send that straight to Infusionsoft, and it's going to charge their card for the failed invoice, which will restore their access. So now that you understand the basics of the payf tag and how the payf homepage works, let's actually go into Infusionsoft and talk about billing triggers. So once you're over here in the Infusionsoft dashboard, what you want to do is come up here to the top, go to e-commerce, and then go to settings. From here, the very last option on the left will be billing automation. You'll go ahead and click that, and you can see I have a lot of these rules set up, but don't worry, we're going to go through creating one step by step. So the very first thing is just to talk about what are billing automations. So billing automations are essentially automations or actions that you're telling Infusionsoft to run when certain things happen. That's called the trigger. So when the trigger is met, then the actions will run. So you have 3 triggers. You have when a credit card auto charge is made, or attempt is made, when a credit card is going to expire, and after a successful purchase in the shopping cart or an order form. So the 2 that we really want to focus on are these 2. I'm not going to cover the second one here, but you can use this second one to set up notices or emails to go out to remind your customers that their card is going to expire soon, so they should update it. However, the one that we really want to focus on is when a credit card auto charge attempt is made. So we'll click that and we'll press add trigger. And we're going to be presented with this setup screen here. So we need to first set up the trigger criteria, and that is you kind of follow it horizontally. So when an auto charge, again, remember, we're talking, this is only going to run when an auto charge attempt is made. So when an auto charge, we either have fails or is successful. So in this case, we want to do fails. So when the payment fails, when the auto charge fails, and the order contains any of these products. So we need to go find our gold product, and here it is right here, our gold every year product. And this way, it will only, this actions will only apply if it's actually the gold every year. That's my yearly subscription. If it's my yearly gold membership product. So you'd want to do the same for your membership product. If it was monthly, if you had an annual option, you could check all of them. And the reason why is because the tags that we're going to apply down here in the actions will be different for your different products. Okay, and then for here you can do, and this is, and there's a lot of different options. You can check all those boxes if you'd like. Typically what I just do is I just do the first failure, and the last. So this is essentially going to just immediately apply this as soon as the first failure for that invoice happens. These actions down here are going to be set up. So right now we have no actions set up, so we'll go ahead and set some up. The first one will be to apply and remove a tag, and that's going to be the gold payf tag. So I have my gold payf tag right here, and I'll press save. So right now what's happening is when an auto charge fails and the order contains my gold yearly membership, and this is the first failure for the invoice and also the last failure, it's going to apply this tag to the user. And now what we also want to do is send an email to them because we want to let them know that it actually failed. So we'll go to this option, this is the third option, send an email, and we'll do email, not fax. And from here we'll just simply show all the categories. Now there may be some Memberium templates in which you could use, however I'm going to show you right now just how to create one basically. So you can press this add button over here, and that's going to take you to where you can create a new template. And I'm going to walk you through how to create this. So what we'll do is we'll do gold payment failed, and what we'll do is we'll make the subject something along the lines of, and of course you can also do merge fields as well if you want to pull in their name, so you can very easily pull in their first name, for example, and put that right at the beginning. So okay, and that's perfect. So what we'll do now though is in the email body we do need to include a couple of things. So first off, let's just edit the email body. And we're just, again, back in this drag and drop builder here. And so what we want to first do is you can replace your logo. I would leave mine here for now. And we just want to let them know that their payment failed. Okay, so I've kind of made a basic template here. It just pulls in their first name, just tells them that their payment failed, and they need to click this link right here. So this isn't actually linked yet, but what we're going to do is we are going to link it. So by doing the link here, we will simply just do web address. That's perfectly fine. And we are going to, again, use an auto login link from Memberium. So if you head back over to Memberium and you go to the settings, you come up to the HTTP post/links, and right here where it says email auto login example, go ahead and copy that. Head back over into the template and you can paste that in there. And the last thing we want to do is just change this redirect to the update your credit card page. So it's this page right here, add a new credit card. We'll go ahead and copy that and we'll paste it in. If you're using the Memberium templates, that's already going to be there for you. Okay, so that's done. We'll go ahead and insert that link, and that's all that's needed. So now we'll save this template, we'll close the builder, and we'll go ahead and mark this as ready to send. Okay, so now what we're doing is we have, again, selected this template already. It's already selected for us, and we'll press save. So what's going on, just a quick recap, is when the auto charge fails, it's the gold membership product. It's going to apply the gold payf tag, which is going to revoke their access, and is going to send them an email with that auto login link so they can come onto the site and immediately update their credit card. So we'll go ahead and save the trigger, and I'm going to show you how to test this. Before we get into testing it, we do need to set up one more trigger, and that is when a credit card auto charge attempt is made, we actually want to do when it's successful. And let me explain why. So we can do in the previous auto charge for this invoice failed, I typically just do failed or didn't fail. Just that way there's never any question about it. Again, make sure you check that it's your membership over here, your product. And then we do need to apply the tags. So we actually want to remove tags. That's what we want to do. And what we're doing here is we're essentially making it where when Infusionsoft charges somebody, for example, if the previous invoice failed, they would have the payf tag. So we want to make it where when the charge is successful, it removes that payf tag. So we'll just come over here into the tags. We'll remove the gold payf tag. That's perfect. And we can also just apply the gold membership tag. In this way, they will always have access no matter what when their card is actually charged. So we are simply removing the gold payf and we're applying the gold tag, and that's all we need to do. So now we have it set up where, if a failed invoice has come across and they updated their card, this is going to actually trigger it. So when that updated payment actually makes it through, their payf tag is going to be removed. So we'll go ahead and save that trigger as well. And if you scroll down, you can see our two triggers are right here. Now, to test this out fully on your end, you'd probably need to use a real credit card, but there are a couple of ways to test it without having to use that real card. So the first way is simply to just see if the billing trigger or if the payf tag in Memberium is actually working. And to do this, you can just come over to the memberships and just apply your gold payf tag. So by applying that gold payf tag, we can do that. We also need to apply the gold membership, otherwise it doesn't matter. So with both of those applied there, we can just save the record and we can log into the site. So if we come over here to this login page on our site, And we can log in as a user. We should be taken to that PayF homepage. As you can see, we are. Your membership is currently inactive due to a billing issue. And what we can do is click this button right here to be taken to that page where we update our credit card. Now, just a quick tip for you. You can type in 4 and then 15 ones. And you can simply, for your card, this says card number, something we were doing in testing, just select Visa and then just select an expiration that's in the future. You can put in anything that you want here. And for your street address and all this, just fill in dummy information. Okay, and once that's filled in, you can simply hit submit. And it's sending me to a page which I haven't created on my site, but you can ignore that for now. And once we head back over into Infusionsoft, we can refresh. If we go down to the orders tab, you can see that we have a card here with ending in 4 ones. And if we open up this invoice, for example, right here, then we can select that. And we should be able to initiate the auto charge. So by doing that manually, we can come over here to add payment. We can make that today and we can do charge now. We can select this card. We'll say put in the CVC, which we just set up, and we can apply the payment. So in this case, it was approved because that's a test card. So my merchant account accepts that as the test card, and yours probably does too. And so that was done. So now let's go back to the parent record. So now that we're over here on the parent record, you can see that automatically I didn't do anything on my end, but the PayF tag is actually gone. So if we go to the tags here, you can see the billing triggers kicked in because that was an auto charge attempt, and then it removed that PayF tag. This means when I log back into the site over here, that I'm not going to be taken to that PayF homepage anymore. I'm just going to be taken to my main homepage. I set that up to the manager account page. Hopefully you can implement that on your site, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team. We're here 5 days a week, and we do monitor and respond to tickets on the weekends as we can. Go to memberium.com/support for the support options there, or you can also join our twice weekly office hours call. This is an office hours webinar where you can get one-on-one help with me and other Memberium experts. This happens twice a week. Go to memberium.com/office-hours to register now. I've put a link below this video too. With all that being said, hopefully you can implement this on your site so that you can start collecting revenue that you otherwise would have lost. I'll see you in the next one.